So what is a dream? First let's define what we are calling as dream, because the word dream is a little too dreamy, it's all over the place. We are talking about dreams, not the Martin Luther King kind of dreams, I have a dream, not that kind. You had a dream, that kind. You had a dream not because you asked for it, you had a dream in spite of yourself, all you wanted to do was sleep, but you had a dream. You know the difference between I have a dream and I had a dream. Well, we are talking about something that happens in your mind or in your experience, let's put it this way. It happens in your experience when you're fast asleep. For a whole lot of people, their dreams are stronger experience than their wakefulness, unfortunately. Because in wakefulness, they are preoccupied with something or the other. In dream, sleep has quietened other aspects of their physiological and psychological activity and the world around you. Because of that, dream becomes more vivid. It's just like you go to a cinema theater, people are in love with film stars more than their family and their neighbors and all the people that they know in their life because this is the work of the dark room. You must understand this. If you play a cinema in a well-lit hall, nobody will be impressed by those heroes. You must switch off the light. Once everything else is cut off, well, you will laugh with them, you will cry with them, you will run away with them. So all these things will happen because of the dark room. That's what sleep is doing to you. It's giving you a dark room to experience something vividly. So this can happen in 4 different ways. There are 4 types of dreams. These 4 types, I'm making it 4 times. The yoga, the traditional yoga, the classical yoga multiplies this into 16 types of dreams. I'm a practical 21st century guru. Because of that, I divide the numbers and bring it down to all below 9. No complex numbers, simple numbers. Because I'm talking to a rare breed of human beings that by the time you count 10, they're gone. So, I am always counting within number 9. Having said that, what a dream means is something that happened in your sleep time. You daydreamed, that's not it. You were fast asleep and some experience happened. Many might have happened that you don't remember, but some have happened that you clearly remember. Some have happened which you partially remember. Some have happened that you vividly remember. Some have happened which have left physical marks upon you. Some have happened which have manifested outside in the world. Some have happened which can direct or decide the very destiny of what will happen to this being. So among these various possibilities, I would categorize them into 4 forms. The first one is, because people are largely in a mental diarrhea, and this diarrhea happens because they have invested themselves so much in various types of desires. And desiring process, there is no discipline, or it is not a conscious desiring process, it just happens, anything that they see, they desire. Because of this, your psychological structure creates a defense mechanism for you. If you pursue every desire that arises in your life, you're finished. You will be exhausted and you will die soon. So you control yourself, or so realities will not let you pursue all those things. Because of that, they could play up in your mind, not necessarily in the same form, in some way, random things, this person came, that person came, something is happening. Mainly, the psychological framework is fractured because of excessive desiring. Because of this fractured framework, in the daytime also they suffer these things, but they think it's normal because if they share with somebody who is working in their office, they're also in the same state or they're in the worst state. So it's all normal, after all this is life. People are saying this is life. So desires will happen, or dreams will happen because of unconscious and excessive desiring process, your psychological framework is fragmented or fractured. So, fractured dreams will happen, random, this. I would say, well, some would say, I'm being too stringent, but I would say in my estimate, 85 to 90% of the dreams fall in this category. The remaining 10–12% will fall into the other 3 categories. The second category of dreams may be because of a certain depth of sleep, which most people don't get into. If they got into a very deep sleep, naturally the sleep quota would come down, that would be an indication. If they get into very deep states of sleep, certain dimensions or certain aspects of the subconscious mind may unravel itself. Out of relaxation, what was held may just open up. And some insights may happen into the individual nature of that person. It could be from another time in their life of which they have no memory, but it's deep-rooted, this may come out, or it could be from another lifetime, it may come out. These are all subconscious storage. This storage, because of very deep sense of relaxation, it may so happen that the subconscious opened up a little bit. It's not that all of it will pounce out, just somewhere the surface of it might have opened, and some insights into the nature of the human being or that individual person may be very clear in such openings. But I'm telling you, of all the dreams that people are having on the planet, this falls into 12%. In that 12%, this may account for 4, 5%, 6% maybe. Rest is all the fractured nature of one's psychology, which is just playing out. The third form of dream could be something is building up somewhere. Let's say we are in the we are in the tornado region, all right? Right now, let's say a tornado is just beginning. Still, meteorological stations have not figured it out. It's just beginning, just cooking up. See, for that kind of force to cook up, there are factors which are coming together slowly. There are atmospheric factors which are coming together to cause or to propel that kind of a phenomenal force. So they are coming together and you are sleeping and suddenly in your sleep something shook in your belly and maybe in your dream you had loose motions. Not really, I'm saying. See, I pick all the bad examples. Or something happened, or something trembled within you and even woke you up. Nothing happening, everything is fine. The tornado may be 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours away. But something happened in your dream and you may not be able to interpret this. This is a tornado, this is a cyclone, this is a flood, this is an accident. You may not be able to figure it out. It will take some amount of training and observation to figure it out because in different people, it will manifest in different forms. These are paranormal, that means what's happening somewhere reflects in your consciousness and you become conscious about that. Not exactly in the same form, but in some other form. Possible, that's another small percentage. The fourth variety of dream is not really a dream at all. It is, if you invest your life energies into the dimension in your mind which we refer to as imagination, most human beings, because they have not spent enough time with themselves, their imagination is simply rolling like a, loose can, it's just running away. But if you pay enough attention to yourself, if you pay attention to what's around you, and if you imbibe the pictures of the world in great detail, when I say in great detail, if you… this is a moving picture, but even if it's a still picture, if you see this flower, if you see it in absolute detail and you're able to create this flower just like this in your mind, if you close your eyes, you can see this flower as clearly as you're seeing right now with your eyes open, because even now, you're only seeing it in the firmament of your mind. Your eyes may be taking in the image, but it is your mind which is seeing it, so if you see it very carefully, with substantial attention, this doesn't mean going on staring at it, in one glance you can see it clearly, okay? But because other stuff is going on, you don't see it. If you see it like that and infuse your life energies in it, that's a long way, but if you can infuse, you can make the flower blossom and fragrance spread around you. Yes. So, this is how deities are made, this is how consecrations are done. So, this is not a dream, but because nobody has found an appropriate word for that bridge between so-called physical reality and what is non-physical, you can put it in the category of a dream. In India, this is a common thing, people create a deity, they work on it, and then they make her walk. Literally, you have heard of Ramakrishna feeding the Devi and she eats. Food gets over, not imagination, not deception. Just you infuse so much energy into the imagination dimension of your intelligence, you put that much life energy, it becomes a live, living process. It lives with you, walks with you, It is there with you, more real than real.